Okay, we are back. We are going to talk about some of the comics that we have been reading on this podcast. We have spoke of the rumblings of where X-Men is shaking up. Some of us have taken it upon ourselves to get caught up with various angles in the new X-Men mythos.
Yeah.
Same thing on the other side of the spectrum. DC's Absolute line. We have talked about that podcast. I mean, we've talked about it on this podcast. Where we are, which ones are our favorite, and we've caught up with a few of the titles. Some people more than me, and we're gonna sort of talk about that today for our comic book segment.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing a standard weekly list. So yeah, right away I'll start. I was trying to get caught up on the new X-Men title itself and Absolute Batman. I succeeded in catching up on Absolute Batman. I'm still working my way through X-Men.
Okay. Quick question. Were the Absolutes all supposed to be 1 out of 5 issues?
I think so.
Am I mistaken?
Yeah, I think maybe one of them was like an issue shorter, like 4. I thought Wonder Woman would end in 4, but it seems like it's going to 5.
They all stop at 5?
Yeah.
They're all supposed to stop at 5.
None of them seem like they're
stopping.
Yeah. Not a single one of them.
I remember early on when we started reading them, I would say 1 of 5.
Yeah, like the original load was 5 issues.
Which, if that's no longer the case, I'm cool with that.
Like the cliffhanger for Batman was way too big for it to stop at 5.
Yeah. I completely agree. The
Same thing with
Woman,
Superman.
Yeah, Superman was the other one. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember which one's the one that ended up on a cliffhanger. Superman one. The only one that really wrapped up was Wonder Woman.
And that didn't even really wrap up.
I mean,
that could keep going.
Yeah.
Like if they stopped, you would have some clarity, I guess.
Yeah. If they stopped, like the angle finished, I guess.
I was gonna say, like, are we leading to something, like, for all of them? Like,
not overarching. It doesn't seem like this is gonna have any major like tie-in, cross-in events at any time soon.
What is it?
If this ends up being something like Marvel's Ultimate run in their Ultimate universe, where they keep doing something with these characters, but at their own separate universe, I'd be all for that.
Yeah, same.
That's what it feels like. That's what I'm getting. Especially the fact that there's the Ultimate going on right now for Marvels and stuff, for Marvel and everything. So I'm like, I can see that, and I'm like, these are too good to just like
Ultimate, Absolute.
Yeah.
I can see that. I see the correlation. I like that.
These are good stories, man.
Yeah, they have found a way to flip their mythos on their head with care and the appropriate amount of breaking and reimagining to where it feels damn near fresh.
It's not just like, what if Batman?
What if Batman
Joker
was evil?
What if he took everybody's job?
Yeah. Now it's what if Batman was fucking massive?
Yeah, what if Batman was just
a wall?
What if Batman ate Sam Slutwick?
What if instead of eating justice, he ate protein?
He ate protein.
And I think the biggest change in Batman, to be honest with you, is the fact that he isn't a billionaire. It's the fact that he is just a regular,
he's just a dude.
He's construction worker.
It's
he's
largely
just smart.
the same.
He's just very fucking
and
smart.
arrogant.
Oh yeah,
He's very arrogant.
yeah.
I mean,
I would use the word naive. I would use naive over arrogant.
Naive works. He is a younger Batman too. Naive works.
Yeah, he's but it's turned over so fucking well on just about every corner. I'm current with Batman. I love it. I think for me this is getting pretty close to like the Dark Knight levels of reimagining for a character.
Now,
and
see something I wanted them to do when he was contemplating with the whole taking the money thing. I wanted him to not just fight against the underbelly of Gotham, but kind of also be a part of it because he needs that money to do what he wants to do.
He is sort of like part of it, but just not this angle. Like with his connection to all the rogues, essentially, he's definitely gets his hands dirty. That's pretty apparent.
Yeah,
but not where the party animals is taking the story. Just like a not everybody here is up to everybody here is kind of up to no good to an extent, but they all have a through line and they care about Gotham to an extent. So I like that angle, showing that he's not morally pure in that way. But he is just as every bit of exciting and thrilling to watch. I've come to really, really appreciate this take on Batman. Like I said, it's almost knocking off some of Batman's more classic runs to me, because it's such a fresh offering of taking this character in a similar path, but it's so different that it's really, really engaging. I'm on the edge of my seat with everything. And when they take the time to slow down and talk about the zoo incident and how he came together with the idea of using, it's such a simple idea. Like, you can see the loving care that his parents got to give him and grew his imagination. And instead of taking it and going like, I'm dark evil, my parents, it's like, I'm an engineer. I'm really smart. And because of what my parents like instilled in me, I'm using that to save a version of Gotham that is about to fall off of the rails. It's so interesting.
And I was gonna with this new angle with Batman, do you like this Batman more than like the one in the main verse?
I have some like discrepancies of what a live action version of what this suit looks like. You know, I wonder how that would, you know, you know, he's gonna have to damn near be a space marine.
I don't think comparing them is really quite fair, because you're dealing with an entire different type of character in this Batman. The classical Batman will always stand the test of time as of what it is and the iconic status that it has and it serves. I don't think this Batman will ever reach those statuses, simply because I think the way that this story has been placed and done, it can't do a lot of the iconic things that Batman did. With that being said, the way that this is being approached and all three of them are being approached in the essence of what is this world without hope look like? What is this down gritty, you know, kind of just but come from nothing budget heroes look like? It's really cool. And the way that all three books deal with the origin stories, with the flashbacks, because all three books do the exact same thing, where they will take beats off of, and it really does remind me of like a really good film where they will hard cut into the past, and the blending is seamless.
Right.
All of them did it wonderfully. I think I liked Wonder Woman's take a little better, and I think it's simply just because of where it was placed, or where the situation that it was like done in, the landscape, the theme, I guess I'm trying to say. I enjoyed that a little bit more. But they're all amazingly well done, well written. Art style is fantastic. The approaches that they take on the generalized tropes that we know, and the way that they actually meld their or the changes that they've done to their powers, are great. I love the Superman cape being an AI robot like suit that assists him. Like it's like that's the way he was saved, is because of that cape. Like the whole escape of Krypton when it gets to the end is so good. And the same way the escape or how Diana was raised by Cersei and not really she's not an Amazon. She's an Amazon, but she's like not raised in the Amazon culture. And Bruce being not being a billionaire, actually comes from a working class family. And then Superman not growing up in Krypton.
You know, that's funny, man. In the universe where hope is supposed to be not the norm, that's the only place where Bruce works a blue collar job.
Right.
That's fucked up.
How dark is that for him?
It's working out.
What would be the worst thing that Bruce could go through?
A 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Construction. Like I said, the way that they're all written is really, really good. The ideas that everybody came with and were able to implement, I think are miles above any other what if that we've read from them, in my opinion.
Okay.
I agree.
I love how, in retrospect, Wonder Woman's is the one that instills the most hope, because even though in this dark universe, she's still probably the best of them.
She 100%,
bar none.
She's still Diana. She's still like, she's the hope. She's the good in people, and quite literally on page sacrifices her body to save somebody in a society and people she doesn't even know, even though she was raised in hell. Like, she's a more demonic version of Wonder Woman.
Diana.
Yeah. And she's still the only one that's like, hey man, we gotta like do just because.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just like revenge or just like anti-establishment hate.
Another revenge.
Kyle's getting all mad. He shot 20 people down. Sometimes niggas get shot.
People did die. People just died.
That's her whole attitude. It's great.
Yeah, it's super well done. Yeah, I'm very excited. Has anyone changed their mind on which absolute book is their favorite now? Sounds like a lot of people are still on Wonder Woman.
It's still
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's still the best for me.
Green Lantern and Flash are on the way out for their issue 1s pretty soon.
Okay,
and Martian Manhunter.
I haven't seen the.
Didn't even if there's been an advertisement, I've probably like when T-Rex motion blurred that bitch out of my reading, or I just haven't seen it.
It was I only know of it because when I went to Galactic Greg's Comics, they had a newspaper they gave with my comics, and it had like a picture of Absolute Martian Manhunter. He has like a weird face and stuff on it. He had like one eye.
Absolute Martian.
Absolute Martian, yeah.
Yeah, and rainbow colored hands.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see what that Flash look like. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna get shat on, but I'm hoping for an absolute Green Arrow. Okay.
Shut up.
Come on now.
Shut up.
Well, you can hope.
He's a core stable. Okay?
But there is no hope in this universe, so.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I really hate, and I hope it doesn't happen. All right, right? Is that what I have to do?
Yeah.
There you go.
I wish it didn't.
Ooh, I would hate if they did that.
Ooh, I'll get so mad.
I would get like so mad.
Like Green Arrow? I mean, come on. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, nobody, right?
Yeah.
So, I hope they don't do that anytime soon. But yeah, for me, Batman's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, I have rebelled the most against this character in his current ongoings, to the fact that I can see how fresh and how many doors are being reopened in ways that are like so good. It's so interesting. Man, even if they burn out and stop doing this at issue like, I don't know,
6 or
12.
Oh, 12.
20. It would be a hell of an impressive run, because I feel like they're not going to waste any time clearing whatever tropes that speak the loudest to this universe.
Yeah.
I'm even willing to entertain how they handle the other like masked portions of Batman's mythos. Like, will a Robin be an assassin? Or I don't know. Like, I don't know where their brains are going to go, but there's laid so much interesting track. I can't wait to see what they would offer me. I'm sure it'll be like a prime cut.
Yeah.
So
Robin's gonna be a hoodlum kid.
Yeah, somebody in the
Yeah.
One of them young boys.
Yeah, one of them YNs.
Oh my God! Can you Robin with a the face mask? That'd be great.
Ooh.
No, that'd be sick.
Okay. The Quarter Owls mask. He's gonna run the Quarter Owls.
He'll be one of the ones who be like, no, let's not do it for money. I don't know. But I'm interested in seeing where they go, obviously.
Yeah.
On the other side of this, did anybody read anything Marvel? I know you guys were reading some of the newer X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
I've been trying to keep up with pretty much everything except X Factor and what's the other X one? There's X Factor and X
NYX?
No.
Sensational X-Men. No, not Sensational.
No, the X Factor and the other group that's like, I don't want to say Factor X. Was like X-Force. X-Force.
Oh yeah.
X-Force.
X-Force and X Factor are the only ones that are kind of just like not really caught my attention. Everything else I've been trying to keep up with.
It just seems like X-Force isn't like a in my opinion, the title they should be going for right now. X-Force kind of came at the peak of X-Men's like bloat, where we have everything figured out. Now let's have a kill force, a strike force.
I like the team they got together.
Yeah,
Forge,
the ensembles are cool.
Forge, Sage, Betty Braddock, what's her name? Ascani, Rachel Summers.
Oh yeah,
and some guy named Tank. Like, I like what they have going. It just, I wasn't when everything dropped. It was like one of the ones that kind of like pushed aside. I do want to go back and check it out once I get wrapped up with other things, and I'm able to get back to it. But X Factor, I cannot care for.
I'm having a hard time trekking my way through X-Men. It's very slow. There's a lot going on in here that it's very much, we talked about this a little off pod, it's very much not the Krakoa era. They're trying to make it like, we're all the radicalization without Krakoa still, but ultimately it's just like X-Men grandstanding, which is good, but I don't know. I just feel like we've hit these heights before. And I hope that in my reading, I'm only on issue like 5, that we step beyond, because they're doing a lot of weird archetypes with the characters themselves.
Yeah.
Magneto is in a weird situation, to say the least.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what's going on there, but I'm sure all will be expanded later on. I'm torn on designs of the X-Men. This is just nitpicking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're redesigns of them. Cyclops looks like a teenager, and I don't know if he's a grown man or a teenager, but I can't.
They've been doing that whole teenage Cyclops thing though for a little bit, because they had that during the Krakoan era. They had, what was it, like Ultimate Scott? They had the ultimate versions of themselves in the universe, didn't they? Did they have younger versions of themselves?
But it was a quick run. It was a quick run.
That was a fast.
But the thing I'm getting at is they never stopped drawing Cyclops young ever since.
Yeah,
right. But at least we knew who mainstay Scott
like
Summers
which one
was.
Yeah.
This is like the only stand-in representation for Cyclops, and I just can't tell if he's 20 or not. I don't know.
Born again.
I don't like the I don't like the eyeshadow beast redesign. The magic is cool. I like magic. I like the Juggernaut redesign. I like that. But yeah, the main X-Men title just feels like it's missing something for me. Sadly, I think the Uncanny X-Men is the far superior book. The Rogue team with Gambit, Nightcrawler, Jubilee, and Wolverine.
Oh well, duh. I mean,
they have an actual, like, they took 4 kids and they kind of started their own like half-ass school in Louisiana.
Oh,
and what they're doing in that book, comparative to the Exceptional X-Men, which is Kitty Pryde,
Emma
Frost, Iceman, one more person maybe.
One of the Cuckoos?
No, she's in White X.
Cuckoo's in White X.
Okay, all right.
As opposed to what they're doing with their teenage prodigies, like, that seems more of a therapy walk for Kate Pryde than it is an actual like training school for kids. It seems like they're just like therapists talking to each other about like how to be good. It's weird. Like the vibe that it gives me is more participation trophies, and then Uncanny X-Men is like you can die. This ain't, you guys came here, we didn't ask you. You want this shit, like,
ain't no more eggs.
This is fucking like Danger Room. The Danger Room is Kurt puffing and dropping you 10 feet. The Danger Room is Gambit taking you the fuck out. Like, we're not treating you like children because the things that have led and the things that we're seeing happening. Like, this is the X-Men team that's like, that feels like a guerrilla movement, right? This is the X-Men team that's like, yo, our home was taken, everything got destroyed. This is where we're at. They're coming after us, and we have to fucking be ready for it. Everything that they're saying in the main X-Men book, Uncanny is actually doing.
Yeah, that's probably what's missing, because I'm reading it.
Yeah, that's weird. Why?
I'm reading it, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, the implications are like, yeah, we're rebuilding after what was taken from us, but it just kind of feels like they're haphazarding in just gliding through.
But then they spend the whole issue with Beast trying to take the sheriff out on a date.
Right. Like, I don't Yeah, something's missing here. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna check out that Uncanny X-Men.
Please do. I believe is the far superior book out of all of them.
Okay, bet. I don't know.
I didn't get a chance to read X-Men. I will get around, especially after catching up with NYX and stuff to get some more context. And
How did you feel about NYX?
I liked it. Like, I have to say, like, I read the old NYX, the first two series of the book, and I was jumping in this, and I noticed that either like it has Laura in it, or it has Caden, which is the time stop girl, whatever, the blonde. That's like an old character she's always in this book somehow. But I really like the different direction. They really go, the Prodigy is there, and he's like a professor, and he's going into the mythos. Like, he's a teacher about Krakoa and Krakoan like culture and stuff. And the talk about like the battle against like the Xavier. He has like, there's like there's two camps. There's the Xavier was right, and there was the Magneto was right, and how they always end up in violence and stuff and everything. Either you're saving people who don't really give a fuck about you, or you're going against the people who don't give a fuck about you, end up dying anyway.
Yeah, I did love that arc where he was a professor and he's teaching cultural studies of Krakoa.
Yeah.
And Sophie Cuckoo gets up like, shut the fuck up.
Sophie
she fucking railed his ass. It's like, you fucking
like, you traitor, what the fuck are you talking about?
She damn near called him an Uncle Tom and walked out that bitch. That shit was great.
Fuck. Like,
Prodigy Sync is in there.
Yeah, Sync is he shows up, he battles, because like they end up making their own little, they call it the NYX group, the New York X-Men, and Stink comes and challenges him because he thinks he's going to be another Xavier. He was like, no, I'm come here to get your throne, and I'm here to burn it after I get it.
There's a lot of like world building there that's like really intriguing.
Yeah.
For example, a lot of the visually mutated mutants have taken to the Morlock tunnels again.
Yeah, they went underground. Yeah.
But they brought a lot of Krakoan foliage. So like now the Morlock tunnels look like this beautiful like rainforest of Krakoa inside the tunnels.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. And like the art style is probably one of the best. Between that and Uncanny X-Men, it's probably like the best looking art styles of the entire run of books.
Also, I don't know. I wondered. I kind of
the graffiti and urbanization that they use actually fits, unlike to beat another dead horse, the Miles Morales fucking force thing. Like,
oh yeah, the fucking
the graffiti, and like they'll have like random Krakoan like graffiti where you can tell like these guys are like immersed into the city now, but they're like keeping their culture alive by like spray painting and kind of like having secret meetup groups.
They are like, instead of like fighting, being against the world or fighting to save it and try to prove that they're good. I like the fact that it feels like the philosophy is they're done asking permission, and they're trying to build. They're trying to build their home because they are their home. So why not just
So you guys are saying that the whole time we thought it was the Jews building tunnels under the ground.
But it was actually Krakoans.
It was the moral. Yeah, it was the
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
actually.
Damn it, we got it wrong again.
That's why I keep saying we're not a news broadcast. Okay, we're not coming here with facts. We just report.
The big bad right now in NYX, it started with being Manuel de la Rocha, empath.
Yeah,
and he kind of took a sidestep. Now the big bad right now that they're going up against is Mojo Jojo.
Mojo. Yeah, it's
Mojo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
TV thing.
Yeah. So I want to see what they do with that, which kind of tunes into that viralness of like teenagers or like young adults, because it's based on like high, like college area kids.
Mm-hmm. Like, so I want to know. That's why I was like, what's going on in like the big in the mainline X-Men's and stuff? Because
what's going on with Miss Marvel?
Oh, she's great.
Is she just there still, or
no,
is she active now?
She's important, and she's made sure like I am a mutant, and I'm here for mutant rights and everything.
She's the point guard. She's the leader. She's the captain.
I fell in love with her. She's great. Yeah,
awesome.
You need to read some NY. If you want some good Miss Marvel,
yeah,
read NYX.
Really good Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
really good
chemistry between the characters too. It's been a while since I've read like a Laura book where she talks so much, and I'm still in love with her, and I really like. I like her, and I love the references of everything from her history.
She's still gray,
huh?
She's still gray.
No. That Laura's dead.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah, Sink talk about like not my Laura.
Yeah,
he was like, oh, like your Laura's around somewhere. It's like That's not my lore. Like,
oh yeah, she's inside him.
Yeah, another one.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. Like it's a weird one to come out the gate to say that, like, especially for X-Men. Like it's not like one of the main ones, but you should give it a read. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have sold me on NYX.
Yeah, and then there's a couple like solo books that are continuing around. The
Storm
Wolverine.
still has one, right? Or
Storm one?
Yeah.
Did you ever get around to reading that?
I don't think I'm current on it, but I am reading it. Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
Solid. I mean,
It's funky to me.
I'm always a sucker for like cosmic shit. So
Yeah. My issue with that is how long it took them to make her cosmic.
Long enough.
Way too long.
Slow burn. That's all. It's slow burn.
I love that.
like in the comic or just in general?
In the comic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think I'm sure that's part of it. I don't know. I could be wrong. But she's got like lightning spears and shit in that cool ass costume.
Yeah.
Man.
She's sick.
What a come up.
The Wolverine one, he's got another child now.
What?
He took a Wendigo under his.
All right.
He just took it down.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Logan.
All right. Just take it.
There's a Wendigo.
Hey, man, when you out in the wild-
a Wendigo. A child got attacked by a Wendigo, and he turned into a Wendigo, and Wendigo's like bloodlust, and they want to eat people. So he's like,
I got you.
teaching them to control his animal instincts. It's like a Wolverine. It's Wolverine and Kurt being parents to a Wendigo.
Oh no, not two daddies.
Yeah.
while battling an adamantine force that hates adamantium because it's made by men, and it's this primordial like rock that's sentient and took over like all the other adamantium users.
What?
It's fucking bonkers. It makes no sense. I hate it, but I love the Wendigo. I love the Mr. Mom aspect of it.
Okay.
I was reading too many DC books. I didn't get a chance to read it, but there is a Doctor Strange 1
Is there?
right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Doctor Strange of Asgard, right? Or, Yeah. Doctor Strange is since he can't get a job over at Bleecker Street anymore since Doctor Doom came in and
He took his job.
took his store.
I mean,
Right.
he
appropriated his shit.
well, you know, he's just doing what he said he was going to do. He said, "I will save the world."
Yeah, owning up to the deal.
Yeah,
whatnot.
I'm owning up. You didn't say when though.
That and the what was it called? Like the 8 deaths or 9 deaths of Spider-Man. I'm still trying to get on that, and it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, the Magic one is good. I recommend you guys. check
Magic
out the
Solo?
Is that had any more
Two-
books?
It's like
two
3.
issues. It's gonna be a monthly. I feel
Monthly?
like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I read the first
It's
one.
fun. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other solo X-Men books, but yeah, I mean X-Men isn't correct. This doesn't have.
Does Dakin count?
Huh?
Who?
Dakin?
Dakin?
Who?
Dakin?
He's got a book.
Well, yeah. Oh, he's Helverine.
Docking.
Man,
I'm the Helverine.
I'm good.
Talk about what a loser. Just never gonna be better than his dad. Look at what he has to do to have a fraction of my power.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at him, Mark.
Just doing
His
too
sister-
much too late. I'm
His
sorry.
sister's just overshadowing me at every
If
time.
he gets to be a ghost
And she was a
I
plant.
should be with.
So you're just
She was an industry plant.
exactly
That one was made in the tube. You're natural.
right. You're just an industry plant and uninteresting.
Damn.
Sad.
Must suck.
Sad.
Can't
Sad.
engineer greatness, unfortunately.
Sad world.
Sad world. And they gave him everything too. They gave him
They get-
tattoos, a mullet.
He got half hair. Yeah, he's. Yeah.
I will say though the launch of this new X-Men run has been less than stellar in my opinion compared to
Where
what
we
they had to
came
follow up. But the launch of Krakoa was
Just you. I don't think
Beautiful.
we're ever
Everywhere.
gonna get that
Everywhere.
again. That
No.
was
Yeah.
like
Lightning.
a new era.
I mean arguably the best New Mutants run for Volume 1 and 2.
yeah.
You know the X-Force run was great. The main X-Men titles were great.
Renegades.
Powers of
Reneg-
X, Powers of 10.
There was like 1 or 2 books that missed the mark. Was that the Psylocke book and somebody else that was like, "Boop." But
Captain Britain and
Yeah, that's
any
what
of
it
those.
was.
Any of
We-
those.
Excalibur was good. Excalibur was good. I liked Excalibur.
I love.
That was a Kitty Pryde book, right?
No, that
That was
was
the Betty Braddock.
Captain Britain. All those people.
Marauders was the Kitty Pryde. That
Marauders.
shit was fire too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, what a era. I mean, I hate to keep like harping them up to that, like, get with the new.
Why aren't you like them?
It's like
Slap in the back of the head. Why aren't you
Yeah.
like them?
like your music sucks. Wu-Tang was better.
Wu-Tang was better.
That's what I feel like, and I'll stick to that. I don't care.
It's fine to be old men yelling at clouds. Like
Yeah.
we're only like what 2 years removed from that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're holding on.
Them clouds are getting pretty uppity.
Like, it's still so relevant. It's even going to be in Rivals eventually. They're doing the gala, and everyone's going to have their gala thing. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they already have plans to do the Hellfire Gala.
I'm gonna spend so much money on the game that I don't play anymore.
Brother, the event that they did right now was the Blade event.
Right.
The vampire event.
Varnish.
We just read that. We just read that book. It's fresh.
Yeah, they're fresh.
And I did like how they included the Dracula clone in like one of the panels.
Newspapers.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, I'm hoping that I'm hoping they warm up to him a lot more. I'm hoping that there's
where's Apocalypse?
once they because right now they're currently doing their first cross book event with Xavier breaking out of prison.
Yeah,
and it's not terrible. I don't hate it, but I'm hoping that unifying that and maybe finding a common ground where they can all lead into, because right now everything's scattered.
Yeah,
which makes sense for like the situation.
I was going to ask, like, because I remember off camera you were talking about how like he has something in his head, and I only read NYX, so at first I thought that was just Mojo. Is that not Mojo?
What do you mean?
And Xavier said that's making him like talking to him and shit.
No. He is dying. Like he's got a neurology.
Oh, he's just dying. Okay.
Yeah,
neurological.
He's got this tumor that's actually killing him. It's you can't remove it. It actually harkens back to either issue 1 or 2 of Uncanny X-Men, where they met a young mutant. Rogue meets a young mutant who is in hospice care, whose make-a-wish was to meet an X-Men. So they brought in Rogue, and is this super powerful Omega level telepath who starts talking to her, gives her the kind of like this plan of like, this stuff is gonna happen. This is what you need to let happen, and you can't save everyone. And then he dies, and it completely breaks her to the core.
Oh,
and it turns out that he has the same. Spoiler alert: has the same thing that Xavier now has.
Oh.
And they don't know if it's a Krakoan thing or a mutation or something that's going on, or if it's something that's actually gonna apply to a bunch of telepaths, like a contagion. So, like I said, what they're doing in Uncanny X-Men is like, to me, far league above everything else that they're kind of throwing out.
I'm also liking that whole like the people with similar abilities having some sort of affliction, like with during the Blade event and everything. The Blade, like when all the Dark Void users and stuff like that were able to they took advantage of them and then
turned into fake clouds.
Yeah, so something else is using maybe something to do with all the telepaths and stuff. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I'm gonna keep reading them just because.
Yeah, I've got some new leads myself too. Which ones to jump onto?
Yeah,
and just check out. I would recommend at least read the first issue of every one of the lines, and then just kind of see what you want to follow up with.
What's your take?
Maybe give it a couple issues. Like I said, some of them you might enjoy a different one more than I did. Mm-hmm. That's what I feel like this era has, is that it's separated enough to where everybody can find their own little niche, right? Mm-hmm. And you might like a different book more than Uncanny. You might enjoy
X-Force. I might enjoy X-Force at the end of the day.
Yeah, the goofiness they're doing in X-Force. You might enjoy that. You might enjoy X Factor with the campiness that they got going over there. Mm-hmm. There is everything for everyone right now. It's just a matter of finding out what you
just got
to read. Yeah. So I do recommend you go out and read at least every issue, every first issue.
Yeah.
And just see where you want to go from there.
I'm down with that idea. I wouldn't pass on that. And obviously check out that if you're not already, check out the Absolute stuff.
Yeah, Absolute line.
Read all of that. Not that is your homework. 15 issues.
Yeah, we've given you enough, inference on where our heads are at with it. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Yeah. So with that being said, guys, I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Is there any other recommendations? Nothing.
These were
Green Lantern.
Okay.
That's it's on number 2. Easy catch up right there.
If you like men in gray cloaks crying all the time, that's for you.
He just showed up. He just showed up.
There's a cajillion Godzilla crossover comics. Read them. Why not?
I feel like you're the only one who just knows.
There's gonna be a crossover comic with Justice League and Sonic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. I want to read that. And they got everyone paired up. Fucking Knuckles is with Superman, Shadows with Batman, Sonic with Flash. It's great.
Also, just real quick, I don't know if you guys caught wind of the Avengers Alien, the new issue came out.
Oh shit! What is it? Issue 4 or 3?
I believe it's 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think because it took 2 and 3 to get out. So
they ended up in Mars and Krakoa.
Oh,
read that. It's
okay,
really
shit.
cool.
Okay, yeah. I'll get to it.
Okay.
It's hard. What is it? Is it like a bi-monthly or a month or?
I think they're putting them out
4 or 5 months or something.
Yeah, I think they're putting them out whenever they get done.
Yeah,
that art itself has to take fucking 6 months to write.
The man has to be locked in a studio.
Yeah, the shading, the everything, the details.
He's not rushing anything.
No.
He's given the breathing room.
There's enough to read. By all means, take your time because when they do drop, every single one of them has been a banger.
Yeah, Avengers vs. Aliens has been fantastic.
Fire.
God damn it, Hickman, you did it again. God damn it. Why did you leave Krakoa?
If the inside scoops are true, we're lucky we got him for as long as we did.
I know.
Yeah, I heard he wanted to.
It was a hostage situation.
Bodily harm.
I remember those tweets.
like it was Squid Game where he had cameras over him. And look, are you doing those pages?
I'm trying.
Oh man. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Please, if
what are you reading?
Yeah, any recommendations for us?
Yeah, please. What's coming out? What's fresh? What are all of our? Did you read everything that we read and didn't like it?
Is our ear to
Explain
the ground?
why you're wrong. Huh?
Yeah.
Is our ear to the ground? Are we reading all the hot stuff? Did we miss something? Let us know.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for liking Uncanny X-Men more than regular X-Men?
Yes.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Am I wrong for thinking this is the best Wonder Woman has ever been?
You're not.
No, you're not.
I don't think so. I think this is probably the best all three of them have been in a very long time.
I mean, honestly, since we've been doing this, I don't think we've read a bad Wonder Woman story.
How many Wonder Woman stories have you read?
I think we've done 3 so far.
And there've been a lot more.
I'm just saying. Sometimes when you get hitters, you get hitters.
Yeah.
True.
All right. With that being said, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at the Thursday Nerds Pod. You can follow me at Just_Uno on Instagram and X.
You can follow me at What's King Making on TikTok.
You can follow me at Stooge Prime on Twitter.
You can follow me at Art of Sumo on Instagram and Twitter.
All right.
Peace out, nerds.
See you.